Look who's at Wawa. I don't know if I ever put this like on the actual channel, like in the video, but there was a 1-800 got junk truck parked out by a gas station by my house once, and like I think they advertise that their trucks are 10 feet long with 5-foot sides and they're 8 feet wide. And like I was behind one day, and I was like, there's just no fucking way that thing is 8 feet wide. Like I'm looking at it, it's not 8 feet wide. So one day I was putting on yard signs at like 11 o'clock at night, and there's a 1-800 got junk parked at the gas station. So I went over and measured it. It is 10 feet long. It is 5-foot sides. It's 6.5 feet wide from the outside point to the other side, which means the inside is probably a little closer to 6 feet, but nobody measures the inside. So let's just say 6.5 feet. Now, a 10 by 8 by 5 truck is 400 cubic feet. A 10 by 6.5 with 5-foot sides is a little less than 350 cubic feet, which is a big difference. That's knocking off like 2 to 3 cubic yards, which is a lot when you're considering your truck is technically between 10 and 12. That's a big difference. So I'm just saying, to me, that's false advertisement at its finest right there. Maybe like their original trucks are 8 feet wide. Maybe some locations are 8 feet wide. But I've measured about 2 or 3 of them over the last 6 months, and they're all the same. So I'm just putting that out there. I'm not hating on them. They're the biggest in the world. They know what they're doing. But not 8 feet wide. Big boy. Alright, so that's what we got going on so far. There's still some heavy stuff, so I'm going to put it on the other side so the trailer won't be off balance. But we got the sectionals out, some of the stuff in the living room. I'm basically making a perimeter, and then I'm going to fill it in. We have a king-size mattress, 2 desks, an entertainment center, a large TV, and a bunk bed that's going to get broken down. It's definitely going to be a tight fit in here, but we're going to see what we can do. This is actually a pretty cool trailer. So you could tell it's super like either newer or well kept. I recognize these tile from Amazon. They're like little, they kind of pin together. It's a nice trailer though. The idea is they're basically a pod. So you load it, they store it, and then they bring it back and offload it. And they can do the labor for it, but it's like $750. So he's having me do it because obviously it's going to cost like half that. And probably take the same amount of time. So let's get back to work. We made it to the dump. I didn't think it was going to happen. We wrapped up that job a little while ago. He had me bring some totes to the Airbnb they're staying at for like a month, which was like a half hour away. It took me 45 minutes to get back with traffic and the rain and everyone was driving crazy. And now we're here. Because we don't have to weigh out, because we have a little decal, it makes things a little easier. There's only 4 trucks in line, which is surprising because they close in 25 minutes. Normally there's a long line at these kind of times. But yeah, overall that job wasn't like terrible. It probably could have been a 2-person job with how much stuff it was. But it was first floor and I speed packed like the entire thing. So I made it work. We're going to be going back in October to basically offload that same trailer to his house that he's moving into, or apartment, his 2nd floor. So I'm going to have somebody with me for that, because I am not bringing all those damn boxes and bags and stuff upstairs. Fuck that. So that's something I like doing, is like I don't want to get like into like full-blown moving, but I like doing side jobs and like quick deliveries and reselling stuff. My goal is to make like around $2,000 a month doing that. And it helps too because I'm able to supplement my income so I don't have to pull as much from the business. And I do that for reasons that have nothing to do with junk removal and business purposes so hold your comments. All right, I do it for other reasons. And overall, it's a nice little mix. So even if I'm not busy with the junk removal, it's okay. I'm basically treating it like part-time at this point. And it's not so much like it's because I like have to. It's more because it's just a nice mix. I don't know. I have my reasons. Let's not get into that. But I do want to throw up a few clips after this that were kind of like moving help tips with the dolly at a senior living facility I was at yesterday. It's literally just like a recliner chair, a recliner 2-seater couch, and then like a bulky dresser, just using a dolly, just a couple of like little moving tips. I think that's the direction I want to kind of head into with the channel is moving tips related, because that seems to be really helpful for a lot of you. And that's what I'm confident in sharing advice for. And then just like what's worked for me business wise. So like the marketing I've done or the places I've done or like the things I've done to improve myself. Because at the end of the day, if you realize, I don't talk about finances and I don't talk about legal stuff because those are not my strong suits. I'm very good at budgeting my personal income and investing and keeping track of everything and stuff like that. I'm okay there. But business wise, it was a learning curve for me with the business and learning like what not to waste money on and how to do this and that, and it was a whole shit show. So I'm not perfect when it comes to that. It's affected me now. So this year is basically a year to correct all my problems from before and put myself back on track so that for 2024, now that I have a strong foundation client-wise, I can build and push for growth. So that's what I'm basically doing right now. And then I don't talk about legal stuff because I don't know anything legally. I know the moving liability waivers down to the T because I've set them to over 3,000 people. But I don't. When I have a legal problem, I hire a professional because I'm not going to figure that shit out. So that's what I think I'm going to start doing for this channel. I did want to just talk real quick. If you want to exit out your phone, well, stay tuned until after because I'm going to put up this clips. But you can skip this part if you want. This will probably be like a 2-minute rant, maybe 3. I don't know. I'll put the timestamp. But the job I did today was going into a 14-foot enclosed trailer, like a landscape trailer. And it was really nice inside. And it was a company that basically would kind of do like what a pod does. So they would drop it off by your house or apartment. You load it. They store it in the meantime, and then they deliver it when you're ready. But it kind of got me thinking because that was just a double axle landscaping trailer that was enclosed and you put a lock on it. I think that could be a good business to get into. Just start it off small. But the fact I already have a truck, I could literally run one trailer at a time and just keep it small and have it almost be like side income. So the only thing I was kind of like concerned about, but I can look at the logistics of it, and this is kind of my idea, was you drop it off, you can offer to load at like a flat rate fee or like a set hourly fee, or you can let the customer do it. They lock it up. When they're ready to go, you bring it back somewhere to store it. I was thinking like a public storage, and then actually getting a storage unit to keep it in. So not only is it in a gated community, but now it's in a locked storage unit. Just get one of the big ones you can like back a trailer into. I think they're like $300 to $500 a month basically for that. But I was thinking if you could do that and then just charge that to the client to say, hey, you could pay a moving company to load it all up, drive it to your storage, offload it, pay a month for that, and then pay them again to load it back up and bring it there. Or you can skip all that and just do the set storage fee for us, which is going to cover the whatever like we pay for storage plus a little extra for like liability reasons, and then we drive it back to you. And if you don't want to offload, then we can offload for you for X amount or hourly, or we can let you offload. We'll give you 24 hours to do it. We'll come back the next day, we'll pick it up, and then you just repeat the process, rinse and repeat. But I was thinking too, you're probably not going to be wearing out the trailer too quickly, only doing one at a time. And you have to think about this. Let's say you get that trailer and somebody needs to keep it in storage for 4 months. 4 months. That trailer is just sitting there collecting money for 4 months. Could you go out and make more money with it utilizing it? Yes. But I think that there's some pros to this. So I'm going to look into it. I think that would be interesting. It would definitely be up my alley of move labor because you could just get a liability waiver signed off that says, hey, we're going to load your stuff and we're going to store it, but we're not responsible for damages that occur. And then we'll offload it. So we're only going to be liable for damage we cause property-wise, which is basically what move labor for moving companies do. And then, we'll just get a credit card authorization form done so that we can charge you each month. So that way you're getting your money. And you could even probably do like a 1 month like upfront deposit or something. But I don't know. I feel like it would be a good idea to do. I'm trying to think. Maybe make a like a limit. Like you can only do like 1 month like total, and then if you need to do like 5 weeks, set up like a surcharge or something, just so that way you can keep your trailer like in rotation. But I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. I don't want to throw the company's name out there. I don't know how good or bad they are, but I was thinking about that the bulk of the move, and I feel like that would be a pretty cool kind of a side hustle, I guess, to junk removal to do. So let me know what you think about that. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those clips up. It's literally like a minute long. So we'll see you guys next time.
Let's go. Yo. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
See? Spend $90,000 on a junk truck and you still gotta sit there and offload it, probably because our hydraulic thing broke.